Nothing in this world worth having comes easy. I'm Anthony and I'm gonna take you through today's PF Go workout. Our warm-up is gonna start with jumping jacks, mountain climbers, and a squat hold, 30 seconds each. Now, jumping jacks, we're gonna tap your hands above your head. Now today, I want your hands to tap behind your back at the bottom position to really loosen up those shoulders. Make sure you squeeze them together and you stay nice and tall. At the 30-second mark, we're gonna drop down into a plank position for mountain climbers. We only want one foot on the ground at a time. You're alternating, switching, pulling those knees as high up into the chest as you can. 30 seconds of those, then you're gonna pop up and drop down to the bottom of a squat. This is an active position. Your chest is up, your knees are out, you're breathing, you're getting control of your respiratory system. Good, and relax. Now there's no rest between rounds. You're just gonna hop right back in and go through that whole pattern again. Now our second set of exercises, squat jumps, side plank rotations, and some cardio. So squat jumps, you guys held a perfect bottom position. You're just gonna get a little 6-inch jump at the top. You wanna make sure the hips open up all the way, face that way for me, so that your hips, heels, knees, and shoulders are all stacked in a nice line in the air. After 10 reps, we're gonna go to a side plank for rotations. Now, Erica's gonna do this on her elbow. She's gonna reach up towards the sky, then reach down towards her opposite hip, and then look back up at her hand. Her palm is facing forward this way, towards you, and her eyes are following her hand as she goes. 10 on one side, roll over, 10 on the other. Now, our last warm-up exercise is gonna be 10 calories on the piece of equipment of your choice. This is fast-ish. It's not a sprint, but it's a little bit aggressive. You should get off feeling like you're breathing a little bit heavy. If you don't have a rower or a bike, you can do 50 jump rope, you can do a 400-meter run, or you're welcome to do something like 20 burpees or 20 up downs to make up that time. Now it's time to move on to the strength portion of today's workout. We have 10 sets of 5 front squats. So what we're gonna do is hold a pair of dumbbells up on the shoulders. We're gonna drop down below parallel and pop right back up. There are no pauses, there's no tempo, but that doesn't mean I want you dropping. Erica's doing an awesome job controlling it on the way down and coming up with some velocity. The heavier the weight is, the more controlled you have to be on the descent and the more aggressive you have to be on the way up. Compared to last week, this should be a little bit heavier. You should be able to make it through 6 or 7 sets without worrying about the toughness of the weights. You can increase weight as you go, but try to start keeping track of your numbers so that we can use them to make some changes in the next month. Now, after 10 sets of 5 front squats on the minute, we have some conditioning. We have 4 sets of 12, 12, 12, and a minute of cardio recovery. Now, we're gonna do Russian kettlebell swings first. That means you're gonna hold on to that kettlebell or that pair of dumbbells, and we're gonna swing up to the level of the chin. Your arms should just barely break parallel for me. Face that way. You can see how high her arms come. The arms should be nice and straight as we lift it up, and that bottom of the kettlebell should be facing out. Relax. Your arms aren't doing any of the work. All they're doing is acting as straps so that your hips can do all the work. Now, our second exercise is V-ups. Laying on your back, we're gonna snap the hands and the feet together, roughly about the level of the knees. Each time we want to see you almost come to the ground but not quite touch. We have 12 reps to get them moving and get your abs nice and engaged. Now our last weighted exercise is going to be push presses. You can use a pair of dumbbells for a dip and a drive. It's a 2-inch squat where your legs are jumping and lifting that weight up into the air. The work is done when your arms are locked out over your head and you have hands, shoulders, hips, and feet all in a nice straight line. Now we're gonna finish this round with 1 minute of cardio recovery. You have a rower, we have a bike. What we'd like you to do is pick the same cardio that you did in the warm-up. So if you went for a run, that's what we're looking for. If you rode on the bike, let's stick with that. If you wanna jump rope, that's fine too. This workout is a little bit more aggressive on the weightlifting portion, so don't be afraid to push the weight and then keep the cardio as a nice set of recovery between rounds. Now, our nutrition question of the day. What is your go-to breakfast meal? Mine is always eggs, bacon, sweet potatoes. Solid. And don't forget the coffee. So many conventional breakfast options are high in carbohydrates and sugars, and we want to try and make sure that you balance the macronutrients so that 40% of your total breakfast calories come from protein. That's a great start for you. A good way to prepare for breakfast is to have some preparation done ahead of time to do some meal prep on the weekends. so that you have some food ready to go. Some of my go-to breakfast options aside from eggs are egg muffins. There's some great recipes on our website, protein pancakes, and Amish oatmeal. If you're looking for some recipe inspirations, go to pittsburghfit.com/recipes for some awesome ideas. Let us know what you're having for breakfast in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.